Ego? Ego? What's ego? What is ego? What's ego? What's ego? What is ego? Ego is kind of like you, alright? Everything that you've judged thus far as what you believe to be good and evil. All those things, all those ideas. Everything out there, all ideas that you have devised into two categories of what is good and what is evil. What's bad, what's good. Now, how to drop that ego. Easy, easy peasy, easy peasy. Easiest thing ever. Now, let's start with this, okay? Now, those who control you by not just the things that you love the most, but also by the ideas that you have deemed evil. All of those ideas that you think are bad are what's slowing you down. These are things that are slowing you down from being able to evolve. Okay? Now, what we can all agree on, everyone, this is a unanimous vote coming in from the channel of the highest orders of light. Coming in live. Everyone agrees that good reign over evil. Others saying from the null that good and evil must coexist. In order for these two things to exist, one must know about both and choose to live by one. Now, that might be a little confusing to some of you, but with those of you that can hold memories, little databases out there, okay? Now, the reason why there is good and evil on this planet is to remind us of the difference, okay? Remind us that there is a difference between good and evil. Not now, after that deciding factor, one must learn to adapt and grow under all of these circumstances that we live in, okay? Now, all of our lives, okay, we've been told, or at least, let me go by my example, okay? My example would be, okay, good, I like girls. Bad, don't like guys, because I'm a guy. Alright. Good. Life or death? Life is good. Death is bad. Alright? I'm gonna use these two ideas, okay? Good and bad, straight and gay. Now, of those two things that I've designed to be good and evil, okay? Good or evil, life and death, straight or gay, whatever. You must find a middle grounds to both of those ideas, okay? That's my job. My job. Now, stating that. Now we got, let's say, we have, let's try something else too. An orange, okay? An orange. Good or bad? I think oranges are good. Okay? Orange is good. Death, bad. Being gay, bad. Okay? Now, another thing. Swimming, good. Not bad. Alright, now, we've got 4 things. Good and bad that I made. Too good, too bad, alright? Now, the ego creates this in the mind. Okay? Now, my mind is being programmed with those idea sets. Alright? Along my life. Alright? And these are early concepts, like things that I learned when I was a child. Okay? What I decided was good and bad. Alright? Later on, you will start to notice that there are things going on in your world that you think are bad, but they're still happening anyway. Okay, and you're wondering, oh, well, where is God? Why does God let that happen? Why da 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 da? Alright, God, you need to understand. I don't know if you've watched my videos at all, but in my God video, I said that God loves everything. My God loves everything video. Watch that, okay? God loves everything. He loves death. He loves life. He loves everything. Both sides. Alright, we got that covered. And if you're still confused, go watch that video because I'm not explaining that one again. Now, God thinks everything is good. God thinks everything is bad. Doesn't matter to God because God is God and does all things. Constantly. All the time. Alright, that's what it's programmed for. That is a functionality program designed to run at all times, on and off schedule, all the time. Alright? Getting past that. Now the ego is formulated with a name background. Okay? The name background. I'm going to discuss names and words and things like that in my do not read videos. Okay? I haven't made another one yet because I haven't hit a number that I liked to start making a new one. But the series are still going on. Now, the ego mind will start to create a personality based on the name that you were given. Okay, my name is Jason. Jason. All those letters constructed perfectly for an artificial intelligent construct in your mind. Okay, I'm living in an artificial world. Okay, this is where I work. This is what I do. I've done this for as long as I know myself to exist. I think I'm the new creation. Everyone else outside everybody watching me flow and upgrade and fucking learn shit. Everything done by my time, on my schedule. All my decisions, my free will, all that stuff done on my time. Not for any particular purpose, but for my name, it is serving a purpose. Okay, so you got Jason has these egotistical ideas that gay is bad, death is bad, oranges are good, and swimming is good. Okay. So, with that, you got some people out there that like oranges. You got a group of people that don't like oranges. You got a bunch of gay people out there. You got people that aren't gay. Okay? Okay? So, your mind constructs a field work of imagery and things that are projected in your world, okay, to show you that all of those things exist, whether you like it or not. And there are groups of people that like what you like and don't like what you like for also reasons as well. Okay? Now, the ego continues to build in your system, alright? You continue to live your cycles every day, same stuff, brush your teeth, blah blah blah, doing what you think is right, not doing things that you don't think are right. Sometimes regretting things that you don't like doing because you know they're wrong but did them anyways to make a good outcome of it, even though you know that the consequences are worse than what the benefits. Okay. Now, how to drop that ego? How do you release that ego? A lot of people are talking online about, how do I lose my ego? How do I stop being so egotistical? No, first you have to admit that you have an ego, okay? I know I have an ego. I have one of the largest egos in existence that I know of, okay? Now, the ego consists of aspects of yourself, things that you do, things you don't do, alright? Everyone has a different set of aspects. Now, all of you have instilled within you all aspects, okay? All aspects, all the goods and the bads. Actually, it's everything, but you have an everything side that's good and you have an everything side that's bad, okay? So basically, everything's bad, everything's good type of deal. You got God construct inside you, okay? The thing is that you've modified the God construct to your own liking. And now you're trying to figure out how to balance all that out, okay? That's what I'm doing too. I'm still learning things. I'm still trying to get rid of my fears and shit. Now, one of my biggest fears would be dying, death, alright? I've experienced death to face my fear. That I've conquered, okay? Being gay, I have not conquered, okay? I have big issues, very, very big issues with... and I've always come up with excuses not to be gay, and I've always come up with excuses to be gay, even though I'm not trying to be gay. I know I don't want to be gay, but I was told I have to want to be something. So, gonna have to try to work through that later on. I mean, I don't have anything against gay people. It's just that me experiencing myself doing something like that is just out of the ordinary for me. Way out of the ordinary, because the first thing that happened was duality, and duality split from male, female, and good and evil right on the dot, and that's probably why I have such a big ass trouble at trying to copy all of that image and stuff. But anyways, you got a group of people that don't like oranges. Your job, because you like oranges, is to go and tell them, hey, oranges are good, alright? Because, and your job is supposed to tell everyone that everything is good, okay? Because we decided we want to go with the good instead of the bad, alright? Because good sparks up a desire inside yourself. The first desire would be life. And, you know, you want to be able to do things that you want to do. And sometimes, we all know this, that we all have to do things that we don't like doing in order to get things that we like. Or to be able to do things that we like to do. Now, I don't like death, yet I die. Because I know it's good for progression. It's good for restarting. It's good for transitions. It's good for a lot of things, okay? To die would be like to heal. But that's just me. Now, if you're afraid of death and you're not so sure that you will come back, do a bunch of drugs. And there will be a death scene thrown in there somewhere along the line. Because I've done a lot of drugs and I have got my death scene experience. Jumping off a cliff in France. And if anybody out there knows me, please, I'm still trying to construct a historical line here because I know that the time that I popped into existence, my memory of past lives, I don't even know if I even have a past life. That's how serious it is. Trying to tie myself to a line of succession through another lifetime is kind of odd for me. Especially if you jump from one race to an entirely different race. Because that's what I do. I create via race. And that's probably why I don't remember what my past life was on Earth, because it is, though, possible that this race is brand spanking new. Brand spanking new. There's a high chance that the human race is a brand new invention, brand new creation, brand new. And yeah, it's been here for millions and millions and years and stuff, but it's still brand new. You're talking about numbers. I'm so old. Dude, I'm so old, I don't talk about numbers anymore because my numbers are not on charts. That's how far I am. Not on charts. That's why it's hard for me to, I guess that's why it's hard for me to figure out where I'm from, because every time I pop out somewhere, it's like I came from nowhere. It's like I came from nowhere. I'm like, oh shit. Anyways, ego, drop your ego. The best way to do that is do some things that you don't like to do. You have a fear. What is your deepest fear? You're afraid of roaches? Go out there and stomp on a roach. Go get yourself a pet roach. Eat a roach. I don't care how you deal with your fear, but if you deal with your fears, it gives you the ability to reprogram some things. Maybe not a lot of things, but you have a chance to reprogram one or two things about yourself that you want to improve, or gain an idea of a experience or perspective on an idea. This will allow you to do that. Also, another good way to do that, reprogramming, find something that you really, 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 really love and give it up entirely. And I'm not talking about cigarettes, okay? Cigarettes are easy to quit, okay? You could be smoking for 40 years and quit. The reason why it's so easy is because you weren't born smoking cigarettes, alright? I'm talking about ideas that formed in your mind when you were a child. Basic fundamental ideas that you have distilled in your mind. Concrete, like unbreakable ideas. Things you haven't looked outside the box on yet, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Ideas. Basic component ideas. Like the gay straight idea, okay? That's why I brought that up, because that's an ego thing that I'm trying to work through, okay? I don't like being gay. I'm not gay. I don't think I'm gay. But everybody apparently has a little bit of that inside them, which I'm going to have no choice. It's not a choice now. Now it's a, do I want it or do I not want it thing. Do I want to be gay? I have to find a day to want to do that, okay? It's gonna happen. As much as I fucking hate gay people, I can't believe... It's funny how this shit just fucking appeared in my reality one day, just randomly. And like, I'm sitting here thinking guys like girls, girls like guys, okay? And when I'm a kid in school saying that's gay, this is gay, that's gay, trying to label that definition as something bad, something that's bad, and then later on popping up in my reality as two guys doing it or two girls doing it. And I'm like, okay. Now, because I've labeled that word as a bad word, now they've given a actions to it that I have to face now because I totally messed that one up somehow. So now I gotta go make gay people look good as fuck, which is what I'm really good at anyways, making shit look good. What, nigga? You're gonna get mad at me for that? You know, I don't care. I'm gonna go reprogram this entire planet just from an action. My girlfriend's gonna be pissed. I don't know if she's gonna be mad or... Because, dude, it'd be the first time I've cheated on her. That's for sure. Cheat on her with myself. I mean, come on now. Even though we're all one, right? So if we're all one, she knows, we all know. Alright, cool with me. Let's do this. Now, I'm gonna drop my ego pretty quick. Now it's your turn. You're gonna drop your ego soon, okay? The thing is, people out there with egos, I want to make them look good too. Because I have an ego. Everybody has an ego. You can't be without an ego. You can't be without God. And God is just one combined, all egos, everything combined, all the egos combined. You want to do what you want to do, you got to do everything first, and then do what you want to do. That's kind of how it goes around here. Now, ego. Drop your ego, face some of your fears, dude, and take the things that you think are really, really, really good and just stop doing them. One of those two, or both. I mean, I'm still changing. I drop things and pick things up all the time. Sometimes I exercise and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I go eat ice cream. Sometimes I go, shit, I fucking hate ice cream. That's the part of life. That's a part of life, alright? People change their ideas all the time. I change my ideas all the time too. It's not because I want to become God and take over everything. It's because I want to share my aspects with other people. I want to share that moment where I enjoyed the shit out of that ice cream. And then share it with somebody else. Let somebody else take that experience and eat some ice cream for themselves. Because after I'm done eating that ice cream, I'm on to another experience. I'm doing something else. I'm out riding a bike or swimming or getting a tan or doing something. It's all about fluid movement of experiences, fluid change of experiencing life, using as little memory as possible. But hey, there you go. Ego. Ego or ego? You can create your ego if you want. That's the whole reason why we created all this stuff. Do what you want, when you want, but make sure you do everything. And do it more than once. Just to keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Get some more followers to follow what you're doing. It's kind of like what I'm doing. But anyways, namaste and la catch. Don't be mean, play nice.